Hi, I'm Cash with CashedOutCars, and in today's video we're going to be going over common problems with the MK7 GTI. So this video is designed for you to learn about what goes wrong with MK7 GTIs, and so you know what to look for if you're looking to purchase a MK7. So with that said, I'm using my car, a 2015 GTI SE, as an example. Not all of these problems have came up with this car, and I'll also cover some of the problems that have came up with my car that aren't necessarily regarded as common, but stuff that has gone wrong for me. So with all that said, let's jump right into it and talk about what breaks on the MK7 GTI. So we're going to start out under the hood of this car and start with the more major problems that come up with them, and then we'll work our way to the smaller, more silly things that fail and just give you a little bit of a hard time. So the first thing that's a very major problem, especially on early GTIs, is turbo failure. So this is mostly for early 2015 cars, but the turbos were known to go bad on those cars, and that's a pretty big part to fail on your vehicle if that goes wrong. Other than that, the clutches on these cars, at least in the manuals, aren't super strong. So if you plan on tuning your car, do plan on replacing the clutch, but other than that, they're not horrible for just daily use with an untuned car. Additionally, the thermostat housings and water pumps on these cars tend to give you a coolant leak. Mine did have that problem, and when I bought the car, it smelled like coolant, and the coolant level was low. So that hinted me off that something was up there, and I brought it into the dealership since it was still under warranty, and they replaced that housing for me, and since then it's been leak-free. Another common problem with these cars is fuel pump failure. So once again, on earlier cars, the fuel pumps tended to go bad, and that did happen on this car. What happens is they plated some components in the fuel pump, and they did that improperly or incorrectly, and it would cause the fuel pumps to fail and the car to die. So that's another part that you most likely would be able to get replaced under warranty if it went wrong. Like I said, mine was under warranty and it was replaced. So that is a common problem that comes up, but since it was a recall, it's something that you could easily get taken care of. Additionally, on my car, and I don't know why this happened, and I don't think it's necessarily common, I was having fuel injector problems. So on 2 separate occasions, I had fuel injectors get stuck open and flood the engine with fuel, make it so it couldn't run, and it left me stranded, and I had the car towed to the dealership to get that fixed. Like I said, happened twice. Don't know if it's completely common because I couldn't find that much else on it on the internet, but it did happen to me, so note that it is something that could go wrong. So now we're pretty much on to little things that are more of an annoyance than a real problem. One thing is the start-stop button on this car does tend to flake. So there's a metal finish on there that basically peels up. Some people have said that they stabbed their finger lightly with the metal flakes. To me, it's just been a visual problem. Other problems are rattly sunroofs. A lot of people have complained that their sunroofs rattle and make a lot of noise while driving down the road. Personally, I actually haven't had that problem. My sunroof's been pretty quiet, but I know that a lot of people have complained about it. And people have also complained about general leaks with these cars. And by leaks, I mean like it rains outside and you get a lot of water in your car. Not that the engine leaks, because I actually haven't seen that much on engine leaks, and mine hasn't been leaking other than that one coolant problem. A final small common problem that comes up with these cars is the sensor for your windshield wiper fluid actually fails, and that often fails if you use a certain kind of Rain-X. Most people say that it's orange Rain-X that makes that sensor fail, so just use normal wiper fluid in your car and you shouldn't have a problem with that. One last silly problem is the wheels on these cars are extremely easy to curb. They have that really nice machined face, but that basically attracts curbs and makes it very easy for you to scratch them up, so you do have to be super careful. I haven't had a problem with that, but the previous owner did scratch up the wheels a decent amount on this car. But other than that, I haven't had too many major problems with this car, and I haven't found too many major problems with this car. Don't let this scare you away from buying a MK7 GTI, because although these are common, it doesn't mean that this is going to happen on every single car. But also note that the MK7 is still a fairly new platform, so there aren't a ton of high mileage ones out there, so we don't really know what's going to fail long term with these cars. With all that said, leave any common problems that you think I didn't cover in this video down below to help other people out. Like this video if you liked it, and subscribe for more. I hope you stick around for the next one. Take care.